Hello and welcome back to Graviteam Tactics. Last round we defended ourselves here, beat back a Russian advance, knocking out 2 enemy tanks. Basically I kind of just want to hold my positions. That being said, I noticed this, and I hadn't noticed this before. Apparently this is in Russian hands and there's some kind of Russian unit moving in this direction. I think this is supposed to be in the direction of, Chervonaya Ruganka or Riganka, where there's 2 rifle regiments. So apparently they're trying to, well, not trying to, they're outflanking me here, probably going for Nepokritaya, yes, where I have 2 construction battalions, so irregular infantry basically. There are some anti-tank guns, and I think they also have attached to them artillery, which I can use in an anti-tank role. That being said, still not looking forward to being attacked in my flank by Russian tanks, which is probably what's going to end up happening. I also have regular infantry in here as well. Anyway, let's see what the next round brings, because I'm not going to move, I'm defending. And the enemy is attacking me, obviously. They're trying again here, and we will hopefully fight them back again. And we are back. Obviously my general deployment is very similar to the last time, only this time I think the Russians want to attack directly from here. Well, I guess they did that last time as well. This is actually, I think, also why I had a minor defeat last time, so that makes a bit more sense now. I think it's because they actually took the sector which I didn't contest, so there's that. Anyway, my infantry is still dug in here. I did change some deployment, namely my Panzerjägers are in different positions now, due to the different setup. Now, in part this is also, or I couldn't, like, my troops, even though I didn't move them, didn't count as dug in anymore for some reason. Now, at first I thought that might be a bug, but now that I think about it, it might be simply because that way I can't keep making new fortifications simply by redeploying them, so it might be on purpose. That's just theory, so I had to reuse my old ones, and the Panzerjägers that I moved are not in cover anymore, or, well, in cover, aren't dug in anymore. On the other hand, those troops that were dug in last time are still kind of, dug in. Anyway, let's see what the Russians will do. And there go the flare. Oh shit, that's a lot of flares. Note that, of course, the rest of the last battle, or the rest of the last battle, are still here, namely the knocked out T-34, the knocked out BT-5 here, and the one that was also knocked out by the Stuka is still there. That sounds like a tank's coming. Of course my units are set to hold fire for now. So when that tank's coming, or when those tanks are coming, we can ambush them. There's artillery fire that is falling everywhere here. Well, not everywhere, but around the what's it called? Around the crossroad. And my wire troops are laying wires, which I apparently also deleted now that I'm not dug in anymore, which is kind of annoying. Okay, didn't seem to have caused any casualties. Well, probably mortars or 76 mil guns. Tanks. That's the T-26, so probably that T-26 platoon is on its way. It's not hard to take out, but they also said something about infantry. I want to let them come a bit closer. Green means they're advancing. Shit, who did I forget to tell not to open fire on shit? Oh, here comes the enemy. Okay, so I need to tell my guys to open up and fire at them. And we opened up. Okay, orange flare means enemy contact. We really need to take out their mortars real quick. Yeah, I would duck down as well. Okay, those are my mortars, of course. Getting some déjà vu here from the Russian approach. Oh, no, the Russians are opening up with their artillery as well. These guys are still stringing their wires, but the enemy are advancing. Now, I did tell my Panzerjäger to open up if they see a tank, so hopefully we can knock out the T-26 here. I think it might already be visible, although I'm not 100% sure, of course. I only told the infantry on this side to open up on the Russian infantry, just to be sure that this tank doesn't spot my defensive line here. I mean, I don't need those to come under fire yet. Okay, that's Russian mortars, obviously. I hope we can take out their spotter or the mortars themselves. See this thing firing? No, it's just waltzing towards us menacingly. We kind of opened up too early. I forgot to tell one of my command teams to hold fire, and they just blasted away with their K98 like idiots. Although I guess that's also the kind of thing that can happen in a real battle, you know. Like, these kind of ambushes don't always work. Let's put it that way. But I would have liked the Russians to be a bit more concentrated when I opened up. It's another Russian artillery strike, firing at my mortars, I think. So the tank is coming pretty close at this point, so I might have to tell, where do I have my... Yeah, the anti-tank gunners actually, I don't know if they can turn that around, but I have to tell them to do it. My tank hunter is not amazingly placed to take that out. Let's see about what my 5 centimeter gun can do here. I mean, for that tank, probably even a 3.7 centimeter would go through. Come on, hit that. It's firing now. The tank, I mean. Looks like they could make that shot. That was a hit. And another one. Fuel is leaking. They are still firing. And that went into the turret. Probably through both of them. And that's out. I mean, that has to be. More infantry is coming on this side of the road. And since we have already opened up, they can obviously fire at us as well. Actually, I haven't opened up... Oh, nice. I haven't opened up with many of my heavy machine guns yet, I think. What's a bit more worrisome is I got more sound contacts for tanks over here. Oh yeah, here we go. T-34. That's the one I'm worrying about. The rest might still be... Actually, that platoon, when I used it, that had 2 T-34s. So... Shit, mortars also worrying about that. But we took them out, but obviously those rounds are still in the air. My own mortar. Yeah, 2 T-34s and another T-26. I told one of my Panzerjägers that was in a kind of a weird spot to move up. I hope they can spot those before, you know, the opposite happens. Shit, that looks like they spotted my Panzerjäger here. And I'm not sure we spotted them in return. Oh yeah, we did. Although at this range... Oh, that's not good. At this range, penetrating them might actually be a challenge to a degree. Okay, the other Panzerjäger opened up. It's a long-range tank duel. Of course, I'm at a disadvantage due to my unarmored well, unarmored, but basically unarmored vehicles. Yeah, they're pulling back. I think they got a hit, or maybe if I'm more optimistic, maybe they want to get into a better position to shoot, but I think they got a hit to the gun or something. At least that's what it looked like. That was bad. Over here, how's the Russian progress going? Well, they seem to be taking heavy casualties, so there's that. Okay, the T-34 are veering off to a degree. I told the PAK-38, which has been the MVP so far, to open up again. Well, it did immediately score a hit on this guy. And another one to the turret. Well, the question is how effective is that. But yeah, the other, that signal crew from the Russians, the other Panzerjäger is, I think, either heavily damaged or basically knocked out. The T-26 are shooting at the Panzerjäger. Fuck. Oh, there was a hit. Crap. Yeah, that's gone. I think the driver got hit and now he's dead and not steering the tank properly anymore. And another hit, and that's probably it, to be honest. These guys still have some ammunition left, I hope. Okay, the T-34 also pulling back though. Opening up. What about this one? Now it should be silhouetted here? Yep. It took hits. It took hits. From the Panzerjägers, I believe. It's throwing a track. It's throwing a track. Problem is these T-26s are still active and far away, and kind of, I think that one got hit though, and kind of giving fire support. But they keep getting hit, which is good. Still, I think I lost 2 of my Panzerjäger, which is not a loss I like. Also, I haven't checked on the infantry battle in a while, so I don't know how that's going. Oh yeah, I have the 3.7 centimeters. I don't think I told them to open up, but they might have. I think this one is also knocked out, but my guys haven't noticed yet. T-26 is attacking. When it's showing its side armor like that, even the 3.7 mil should be able to knock it out. The Panzerjägers as well, of course. There's another gun or T-26 down here. And there's more infantry coming as well. T-26 is advancing on the road now. And we scored a hit, Don't know from what, we will check that out after the battle. Firing on the move, don't know if that's a great idea. That looked like it hurt. And it stopped. And another hit. It's not burning or anything, but I think... Yeah, we took out the tracks here. Okay, so another Soviet tank. Enemy infantry has also taken heavy losses. Ours as well. This gun empty. Might also have taken a hit, or at least the crew kind of took cover. This thing knocked out, the crew has abandoned it. One guy is dead in there. The other one, where was the second one? Or the first one that got knocked out? I think that one pulled back in this direction, but I don't know where it went, to be honest. Maybe I will have to switch to the icons for that, or look at it later, but that's gone for now. That machine gun on the flank is useful as hell. Yeah, the other one was... where did it go? But that one was knocked out as well, I'm afraid. More pre-planned artillery is falling on the crossroad. I mean, even if the Russians take this, they probably won't be able to get their guys over it. Whoa, what's that? I thought I saw a cannon shooting here. That's tank crews, I believe. The Russians are using their 5cm mortars to shell my gun now. It has already been abandoned by the crew due to a lack of ammo, and they took cover, but I'm taking casualties with the crew now as well, so I might completely lose that gun as it goes on like this. So yeah, the Russians this time seem a bit more... that's my own artillery, obviously. The Russians seem a bit more determined now, because they're not giving up even though I knocked out what I assume is most of their supporting armor. They're still advancing on me, at least. Maybe I should switch the anti-tank guns to using HE now as well. Yeah, I'm taking casualties due to their... that's incendiary ammo as well, that's not good. I keep seeing these gun flashes over there. I think they have artillery over there. Or maybe another T-26, possible as well. That being said, the infantry is still holding relatively well, I would say. I do have a small infantry platoon that is like depleted in reserve, so I can counterattack or reinforce something. I told my AT assets to use HE now against the Russians, because the infantry is getting worryingly close here, and I hope that way I can get them to give up before I take too many casualties from their arty. They are... Ooh, yeah, that's exactly what I wanted to achieve here. I hope that this way I can force them to not surrender, but to, you know, give me a ceasefire. I hope they won't waste any AT shot, although I think I must be a bit smarter than that. Infantry is still holding out. Yep, still hearing those MG-34s. As long as not enough, like, Russians come close, it's probably fine. I mean, they seem to be pinned down in this area here. TPD-40 in the mud here. I still wonder what that is. It must be like either another tank or a 76 mil or something. I took another hit on one of the Panzerjäger, and I don't know from what. Might have been a mortar. They took a crew casualty at the very least. Maybe they also have AT rifles. So now it's escaping or trying to escape. I really wish they would offer me a ceasefire right about now, but they just keep attacking. Don't know what they're doing now. Maybe they have a breakdown or something? I have sent my reserve platoon forward, which is like a relatively... yeah, this infantry troop here got hit pretty hard. So as a backstop, I want to have the reserve platoon... Here they come. And hope that this will turn the tide of battle, because right now it's like the Russians are winning slowly but surely, basically through attrition. And their infantry is getting pretty close. I hope these guys go here and then take cover to help their buddies in the defenses here, because we're being pushed back hard in this flank. This position has basically fallen. I mean, okay, these two guys are still there. But I'm starting to hear Russian submachine guns, which is probably only the case if they get a bit too close for comfort. Now these also have taken heavy casualties, mostly from mortars as far as I can tell. Okay, here comes the reinforcement. Russians are using smoke in front of my positions here now. That machine gun nest has been taken out by them. And I'm down to basically one completely operational Panzerjäger. Although in this situation, after there's no tanks anymore, one wonders how useful they are. Although I guess they still have HE, yeah, so they would be useful. Okay, this machine gun is actually recruit. I thought for a second it was taken out. Might be out of ammo though. They just keep coming. And they offered a ceasefire, which I am taking for obvious reasons. Maybe my reinforcements here did give them something to think about. So in a few seconds the game should end. I hope this time it's more than a minor defeat, but who knows? Who really knows? Yeah, it's a minor defeat again. Did they? The question is, And, oh, okay, they pushed us out of here. That is annoying. Probably because they got that key point. So next round we will have to fight from a different area. That being said, I think we did actually inflict quite a bunch of casualties again, even though we did get pushed back in the end. I mean, we still have this. I wonder why. Well, maybe it's because my morale is too low. I don't know. Okay, so first of all, what did they use to shell us with? Oh yeah, those are the 45 mils that I also used to great effect when I played as the Russians. That makes a lot of sense. So what did we take out here? The T-26 here, 5 centimeter. This T-34, 5 centimeter, 5 centimeter. MVP. Really the MVP of the whole thing. And then these, which came really close. Well, I mean this one, what was that? 5 centimeter, 5 centimeter. What else did we knock out? I mean, the two T-34s were knocked out by the 5 centimeter, I think. No, this one, 4.7 centimeter, that was the Panzerjäger one, actually. So, yeah. Anyway, a bit annoying that we got pushed back. We lost... What did we lose? Wait. Casualty, 60. That's actually pretty high. 78 for them. So we're actually pretty close here. 9 killed, 15 killed. I mean, we did inflict a few more casualties, but we also took a lot. So there's that. Anyway, let's go back to the operational map. And on the operational map, we have been pushed back, obviously. For some reason, that's probably outdated. Okay, anyway, we will see what happens in the next and the last turn. I'm still a bit worried about these guys. Anyway, as always, hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching and have a nice day.